Technology doesn't need to be intimidating.
Web3 and AI made simple. Web3 and AI made simple for you.
Welcome back to Web3 and AI Made Simple. Before we begin today's episode, I want to congratulate the incredible Filipino team of Web3 and AI who helped us with 1 year anniversary celebration through live streaming. You made that event smooth, professional, and powerful, and I'm so grateful for your work and your dedication. And a congratulations to Attention Live on the launch of its consumer product, such a meaningful milestone. I'm especially proud of my husband, Ian Utile, the founder and the CEO of Attention Live. It's beautiful to see ideas turn into real impact. I want to talk about something that might surprise you. Web3 and AI aren't just future technologies. They're already part of your everyday life. And sometimes you don't even notice. Instead of talking big concepts today, let's talk about how Web3 AI quests show up in daily routines like work, creativity, identity, and decision. Let's start with AI. If you've ever used autocomplete in your messages, received personalized recommendations on Netflix or YouTube, used Google Maps for traffic prediction, used Chat GPT or Gemini, had spam filtered from your email, you have interacted with AI. But here's the thing. AI often feels invisible because it works in the background. Think of AI like electricity. You don't walk into a room and say, wow, electricity is amazing. You just turn on the light, right? So AI is becoming like that. Quiet infrastructure that powers experiences without announcing itself. But just because it's subtle doesn't mean it's small. It shapes what you see online, what content reaches you, what ads you showed, how information is filtered, and that's powerful. Web3 feels more abstract to people because it's often explained using technical language like blockchain, tokens, decentralization, but its core Web3 is about one simple idea. It's the ownership. Let me make this relatable. Imagine you spend years building a social media following on a platform. You don't own that audience. The platform does. They control the algorithm, the visibility, even your access. Web3 asks a different question. What if users own their digital identity, their content, and their data? Here's another analogy. Think of Web2 like renting an apartment. You live there, you decorate it, you invest time, but at the end of the day, it's not yours. Web3 is more like owning property. You have more responsibility, but also more control. That shift changes power dynamics. It gets interesting. So AI increases capability. Web3 introduces ownership, of course. Let's say AI helps you create digital art. I'm an artist. Who owns that art? AI analyzes user data to improve services. So who owns that data? Automation replaces part of a job. Who benefits from that efficiency? AI brings speed and scale. And Web3, it brings questions and fairness, and of course, control. Together, they force us to think more intentionally about the system. Now, not just what technology can do, but who serves it. Why this matters personally, you don't need to become a developer. You don't need to invest in tokens. You don't need to automate your life. But understanding these forces helps you ask better questions. When a new app appears, who controls it? When a new tool uses AI, how is your data handled? When automation saves time, who gains values? Awareness doesn't require urgency, it just requires curiosity. Instead of asking the question, should I get into Web3 and AI? A calmer question might be, how are Web3 and AI already shaping my life? Sounds good, right? Because they are, not in dramatic sci fi ways, but in quite structural ways. Understanding that gives you steadiness. Technology doesn't need to be intimidating. It becomes intimidating when we feel disconnected from it. But when we slow down and look at how it actually shows up in daily life, it becomes less abstract and more you. Thank you very much for spending your time with me on Web3 and AI Made Simple. In the next episode, we'll talk about how to participate thoughtfully in Web3 and AI without overextending yourself. Until then, stay curious, stay grounded, and stay